Hey there, Art Supply fans. I got another Art Supply haul for you. I think about a month since I did the last one. I usually don't get them this close together. But there was a sale at Jerry's Artorama on Artfinity markers. These are these markers that, oops, I slipped one out. These are these markers that I got earlier in the, I think they're new. They're alcohol-based markers. One side's got the chisel tip. One side's got the brush tip. I almost always use the brush tip. I never use I can't remember the last time I used the chisel tip. They come in, there's 100 colors or so, and they're to compete with Copics. And they also come with, these are refill inks. There's matches my shirt. One of the purple refill inks might be for this one. And Copics are usually around $6 a marker and $6 for the refill ink, somewhere around there. These were about half that price. They've been on sale since they came out, but they had even more of a sale where the markers are $3.19 a marker. And these are usually around $3.50 or $4, but I think they're $2.50 for a refill. So I was like, I may as well take advantage and get some while I can. And I had some money in the budget for it too. So I ended up getting, I think, about 20. Here's about 20 of these markers. Here is this is whenever I get new markers or new paints or new whatever, I always swatch them out. So these are the ones I brought back in May. See, I got 3 of just about each kind of color there. And I already wrote the color names down of the new ones. So, so I can tell which. So I got I think there's 20 slots there I have to fill up now. So because I got 20 new ones, plus. Whoops, they're falling out of their bag because I opened the lid. Untied the bag. There's all the marker refills. And I got some other stuff along with it because I can't just get, one thing. These are replacement tips. These are replacements for so if the brush tips wear out, I can just pull them off and put them back. And they even give you a little metal wrench there for pulling the tips. So usually I use tweezers, but these I think were $7 a piece. The whole order cost me around $190 with shipping. Oh, and here's something interesting on the order. Shipping was free, but there was a $5 surcharge on the shipping because of flammable items, which I've never seen before. From Jerry's Art, and the alcohol-based ink is the flammable items. There's a little flammable on there. So I was like, oh, I'd never seen that before. So I had to pay $5 for shipping. so I got this is like 8 or 10, 9 of them. How much does it say on it? 8-pack. So I got 16 extra tips. I don't replace them that often, but I figured I may as well buy some now and stick them in. I have a bunch of Copic tips to just, I have stuff that I stock up on and just in case I ever need one, because I'd rather have extra than not have any when I need one. That's what I really don't like. Oh, and I also got, sometimes they threw the inks in this box. Like this is the same thing as it's in there. I guess they just had a few extra boxes lying around, so they threw the ink in there. Same with markers. They just had a box lying around, so they have 3 different markers in here. But this is a 3-pack of markers. In terms of, I kind of wanted this color, but there was no refill ink for this color. It's that way with Copic sometimes too. Is that there's like 20% of markers don't have refill inks for them. But this is, what color is this? Amethyst. And like like I said, the markers themselves are $3.19, but a marker 3-pack is $6. So it's $2 a marker. So I'm like, you know what? I want to try that color out, but if I try it out and like it, I don't want to get caught short because that's, I use these markers on Bristol board. which sucks up a lot of ink. So I can go through, you know, I have to refill them fairly quickly, and unless, as compared to if I was using marker paper, which is much less porous. So I got a 3-pack of Amethyst just because I couldn't get the ink refill. I figured I may as well have 3 of them. Then what else? Here's a strange thing that I bought. It's funny because like when I'm picking out all my markers, I'm doing this. I'm like, I got a few extra bucks and more I can send, so I look for things to get. And one of the things I got was this empty marker, Artfinity marker case. I already have like a stand that I put the markers in. It's a little clumsy. I mean, it's okay. It's like an $8 marker stand or whatever. This is an $18 case. And I was like, oh, I'll get the case that goes along with them. And then I got it. Then I got home, opened the box, and went, why did I get this? I don't know. I just want to spend $18 on a box to put my markers in where I already have a place for my markers. So that confused me a little. I guess sometimes I get a little excited when I'm buying art supplies. And speaking of getting a little, here's another thing I got because I got a little excited. Well, actually, I'm going to use this too. This is because in my last art supply thing, I bought a bottle of ink this size. So now this is another brand I never tried, New York Central Art Supply. They're like, oh, one of the darkest, most matte bottles of ink you can get. I'm like, oh right, you got me. And the bottle of ink, it was only $13.39, so this wasn't not particularly expensive. Most black India ink isn't particularly expensive. So that was an easy one to throw in. Then here's something else I threw in. Artfinity Chrome ink. So this is supposed to be 3mm bullet. Have you like used a metallic Sharpie or something? This is supposed to be along those lines, except it gives you a real mirrored finish. The chrome, it's like much shinier and opaque than like a silver marker. So I was like, okay, I'll try. That one was pretty expensive. I remember. What was it? Chrome, $7 for that marker. You know, but along with it, I got some chrome ink, and this cost $22. So this is the same. I thought it was a refill for this, but I don't think it is now that because they were like sold next to each other, and I was buying markers and refills. So I just kind of assumed that this was a refill for this, and I think I don't know if there's any way to get it in there, but because it says, you know, for brush, for airbrushing, waterproof brush work, dip in something, point, maybe dip pens. But I was like, oh, I think I'm using this with a brush, which is fine with me. I use all my ink with a brush. But I'm like, I don't think this is a refill for this. But, you know, the chrome ink was, what did I just say, $22? That's an expensive little 30mm bottle of ink. I'm already, like, paranoid about spilling it. I'm like, oh, I better not spill it. Like, I hardly ever spill ink. But somehow I'm paranoid about spilling this all of a sudden. Like, oh, don't spill the expensive ink. I don't know. The mind is a strange thing sometimes. And then they threw in a freebie, I guess because I bought the chrome ink, which is Crescent 8 Ultra Black Mounting Board. Or you could draw on it. Textured black art and mounting boards. Ideal for mounting in presentations. Perfect for pastel chalk, colored pencils, and acrylic. So it's just this is usually pretty thick stuff. Tell us what single 0.05 to 0.06. Is that inches? Shouldn't it give it to us in millimeters or something? Let's see if we can pull one out of here. Let's see. It's probably like matte board. Oh yeah. There we go. Do they all have this sticker on it? It's thick stuff because it looks like the next one does too. That'd be weird if they all have this sticker on, or maybe that tells you to use the other side. But one side is smooth, and one side is a little textured. Now I gotta have to see if they all have that sticker on them. Because I don't know, I thought the sticker was on the plastic. Yeah, they all have that sticker on them. Why would are they trying to tell us not to draw on that side? That's weird. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. One side smooth, the other side textured. Okay, I guess you use either side. You just pull that sticker off. That just surprised me. Who sells board and paper with a sticker on it? Maybe that's why it was free. I don't know. Let's see. That was everything in there. Let me just check my list. I put the prices down. Free blackboard, Affinity ink, Artfinity ink, Artfinity marker, India ink, marker 3-pack, the case, nib replacements, chrome marker, and chrome ink. That was it. Alrighty, there you go. That was our art supply haul. Can't wait to start making some new swatches.